I'm sorry, you mean to tell me this ultra-powerful magic, with the ability to literally see and divine the future, his name's Sammy? What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. In fact, moving to have it and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact: here we are to review a review of chapter 58 of Ichi the Witch, which is known as Nurture the Future. How would you say future? How would you say nurture if it was pronounced like future? Future, nurture. Well, actually, no, sure. So yeah, it actually works out. It does, but it doesn't sound like it rhymes. Why does it not sound like it rhymes? Future, nurture. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't, like, sound good when it does rhyme. But technically, future and nurture already do rhyme. I was trying to, like, see if I could do a rhyme scheme there. But regardless, God bless you with that one. You know we gotta pre-draw. It's Ichi, Peaksy, every weeksy, and I'm excited. Last chapter ended with Ichi, well, not that in particular. He hit the and spat Uro out inside of himself, but seemingly also in the real world, like maybe like a little Uro chunk, and that seemed to free him from Uro's control. But he was also flying in the sky, and he's also supposed to be knocked out for 3 days. So like, did Ichi get a refresh once Uro took control, and now is he gonna be okay? Or like, is he about to fall out the sky and need to be caught? Because like, that's kind of an open plot thread right now. The other open plot thread is Kizashi alive? Like, we didn't actually get to see him regenerate. He was reduced down to his cells. Uro was able to get him down to that point using his Ultra Uro amped Inazuri magic. But like, he said he was going to regenerate. And so I don't know how many lives that took. So like, that's another thing. And so there's the open plot thread of Kizashi having connections to the World Hater, which we know was the whole reason that Jiki Shirone is here. So I'm not shocked that we're seeing them like this. But like, I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued. And we're just cutting away from that for now. Though we are seemingly in a flashback based on the black paneling. So I'm excited. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 58 of Ichi the Witch, known as Nurture the Future. I just can't think of a bar. Like, I can't think of a bar that would use both nurture and future. But then again, I ain't no rapper. So let's see. How would you be like that? Telling them to get rid of a baby? That is still crazy. Like, don't get, and like, shockingly, I saw some people agree with the prophecy magic, or Sammy, I suppose. I'm gonna call him Sammy. I mean, it's probably not their full name. It's probably just a nickname. But hey, good to see that Jiki Shirone is always cognizant and always aware of what's happening with their body. I thought it would just be a thing where like occasionally they can see it, but no, it does seem like similar to Ichi and Uro's dynamic, where Uro's always watching, he just doesn't say anything. It seems like Jiki Shirone, who's in their body, you know, in their own magic circle, presumably, can still, like, observe and have opinions. And I do wonder, like, how much of this is, like, synced up? Like, did she say this the second after Jiki Shirone dropped, or the prophecy logic in Jiki Shirone's body said, yeah, how to get rid of it? Like, did she immediately have this response, and then, like, it was, like, a two-way conversation? Essentially, I'm wondering, how does the, like, consciousness split work, right? Like, how do I explain this? Are there two prophecy magics? The one that's in control of the body and speaking at all times, and the one that's clearly speaking with Jiki Shirone right now? Or is it one, and, like, essentially, how do I put this? Like, Jiki Shirone herself could just comment at all times, and is, like, not there, obviously, because she's in the magic circle, but, like, she's commenting, and this is, like, a physical manifestation of what it feels like to the prophecy. I don't know, because that is always an interesting thing about, like, possession things. Like, for example, that's spoilers for Part 2 of Chainsaw Man. Don't go into that? Like spoilers for Part 2 of Chainsaw Man, but, like, they have a version of possession where the other participant is always there, like, physically, quote-unquote, but they're not tangible. Like, they're not an actual part of the physical world. They're just there. And they can witness and comment on things that are happening at all times. It's just that they aren't always acknowledged to be there, but they are always physically there. So it's the same thing for Jiki Shirone? Or is it like a Sukuna kind of thing, where like they need to actively tune in and like talk, and even then, on occasion, can drag the actual conscious being who's in control into their inner realm, which would only be the magic circle here, and communicate? I don't know. Presumably, it's probably the latter, just because that's how Uro seems to operate. At the same time, Uro can also just make himself manifest on I don't know, it's weird. Let's see. Telling them to get rid of a baby? That was mean. More than mean! More than mean! More than mean. Like, I know, but human and Magic have never done things like this before. One, we don't know that. One, we don't know that. And two, let her call it, like, I don't know. Notably, it's like, say, hypothetically, alien showed up one day, and then a friend of mine came to me, or even, like, let's not even say a friend, right? Because this is going with specifically the scenario. Like, it doesn't seem like the Prophecy Magic and Chrono knew each other, right? Despite both being time-related Magics, ironically enough, you think, but then again, I suppose it's just guilt by association in that case. But, like, imagine if like, aliens and humans, like, we came up, we adapted up, we didn't immediately go to war, like we probably would, and someone came out and was like, oh, BT dubs, I'm pregnant by an alien, or I got an alien pregnant. Like, I would just sit there and be like, okay, I'm interested to see how that's gonna work. Like, like part of, like, admittedly, I'd be more intrigued than that. I wouldn't be like, get rid of it. I'd be like, so, like, how long is it gonna be? It's really, like, it really depends on, like, like, if it's a human woman who gets pregnant, then is it still gonna be 9 months? Because that's, like, the human gestation period. How long is the alien gestation period? If it's an alien that got pregnant, how did it work? Like I don't know. I'd be just be genuinely more intrigued with that, the scientific aspect of it all, rather than get rid of the baby because it's never happened before. Which, once again, we just don't know in the context of the universe. If Magics and humans have really been coexisting for as long as they have, I would not be surprised if Chrono and Minerva are not the first ones to get freaky. I'm not even talking about the non-humanoids one. I know what people are. Not me, but I know what people are. So I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Oh, but does it? So yeah, once again, it's clear that the Prophecy Magic themselves, or Sammy, does care for Jishirone in her opinions, at least. She does seem genuinely perturbed by this. Let's see. And so, like, is this? I'm guessing this is still inside Jishirone's magic circle. All right, interesting. I didn't say anything wrong. You still could have phrased it better. It's already easy enough to get to the wrong idea. But like, how do you phrase? Like, I don't know. Because if the end point is if you want to destroy the baby, right? Because that's the end point here, right? If you want to destroy the baby, how do you say that? There's no nice way to say that. at least in my opinion. There's no nice way to be like, hey, oh, you prego, huh? Let's cut that out real quick. Like how do you say that? Like, notably, I'm fully for people easily need to get rid of babies, right? Like, these things happen. Sometimes, a lot of times, ironically, you weren't ready for a baby, you know you can't support the baby, and you'd rather just take care of it. Thing that, like, I get that. And I do believe that everybody should have the choice behind that. If you're physically able to get pregnant, that's what your body can do. You should have the choice to do what you want to do with the baby that's inside you now. Regardless. Especially considering, like, things can go wrong at the last second, and I'm gonna get, wait minutes into Ichi-the-witch. Yeah, I'll be fine. Let me give you a hypothetical. Me. Sometime down the line, I got married. The baby on the way. I'm Billy rocking. I'm getting ready for 9 months. I got a crib set up. I got everything set up. Bing, bang, boom. Well, presumably this would be a conversation I have with my wife, but for some reason we're going to assume that somehow in the magical baby land, I completely forgot to have this conversation. I get there. We get there. Wife's under 15 different painkillers because it's horrible. I've heard of quote-unquote easy pregnancies and easy births, but, like, very, very rare. They tell me, hey, Gang Rooney, Pencil Man, how you doing, dog? Love the reviews. You gotta pick the wife for the baby. I'm picking my wife. Alright? I'm picking my wife. Call me wrong. Call me wrong. Like, this is why it would have to be a conversation I have before I even get married. Because, like, I could not pick the baby. I know, like, it can definitely will most likely have horrific, because, like, postpartum stuff. But still, regardless, I'm picking my wife, dog. So, like, I'm never against down to the very last second. You gotta do what you gotta do. However, Minerva is happily pregnant. Chrono is happily. I mean, like, you know, people typically say, like, you're pregnant with your partner. It's like, Chrono is happily pregnant. They just want to have the baby. You want to get the baby, so no. That's once again the idea of restricting people's choice. Hey, let him pipe down. If Chrono's dying because of the baby, let him Steven Universe himself right out of existence, dog. If he even wants it, let him have it. Let's see. You still could have phrased it better. It's already easy enough to get the wrong idea about you. Next time you leave, go apologize to Minerva right away. Leave? What do we mean leave? So, like, when is it? What? Let's see. Aw. Don't you aw me. You finally got a chance to leave Oh, interesting. But, like, don't they choose to be there? I mean, like, maybe not. Let's see. You finally got a chance to leave HQ and meet more people. So, it's not like I'm trying to make friends or anything. But why not? I don't know. Like put me in a Magic scenario. I'm fundamentally immortal, and 9 out of 10 times there's nothing for me to do. I'm making friends with everybody. Humans, Magics, just in general. I'm making friends with everybody. Am I telling anybody my trial? No, I never want to be captured. Like if I was a Magic and Death Crash or Cell came up to me and said, "What's your trial?" I'd be like, "You better go con me, dog, because I'm running. I don't want to be captured." But you're gonna be like, "Well, Pencil, you'd be immortal. Like once your witch dies, you'll be." No, I don't care. Under no circumstances do I want to be limited, especially if I am immortal. That would suck. So, like, I'm not telling anybody my trial. I'm pulling a world hater at all times. But, even still, I'm making friends with everybody. We're cool. We're chilling. We cool. I'm dapping people up. Let's see. You should. Even if you don't go as far as becoming friends, it's still a good idea to find more people who get you. So, obviously, Jiki Shirone was one of those people. And I'm assuming, like, whatever the Prophecy Magic does is probably keeping Jiki Shirone, like, alive, right? She was in a coma before the Prophecy Magic came along and animated their body. But, like, what is this moment that... Please don't tell me we skipped. That's the one thing I was worried about. Please don't tell me we skipped the end. I hope this is just, like, happening in an instant. Like, it's, like, some weird time dilation stuff because of the Prophecy Magic's relation to time control and stuff like that. Like, please... Oh, I'm worried. Let's see. Why? I already have you.
Let's see, why you mad? Why you mad?
See. I'm gonna say this. I do not blame people who get in a relationship and start acting different, right? When one of my homies got in a relationship and suddenly I could never get a hold of that man, I was like, that's fine. That man had been fiending for a relationship for as long as I knew him. So I was always in the back of my mind. In the back of my mind, you and I. Oh, wait, actually, no. I forgot. That guy has like heavy out. Never mind. Sorry. I don't. Sorry. That was bad. But very specifically, I was ready for him to straight vanish. Right. Up, spend time with my girl, up, spend time with my girl, up, that was a sacrifice I had mentally made. The thing he told me, I got a girlfriend, I was like, sayonara, buddy, I will cherish our moments together. And I haven't seen that man, I'm kidding, I've seen him, but like, the old Manga days are over. He's still happily in that relationship, and I'm more than happy for him. What I don't like, and why I was actually, to be fair, I wasn't the only hater, all of us were low-key hating. One of our homeboys got into a relationship and then started getting mad at the single guys. He was like, how come you don't have a girlfriend, Pencil? And I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. You're right. There is a problem on my, but gay.
Why you mad at me? Why you hate?
And he's like, because I have something, you don't want other people to have it? Or he's like, no, he's not. Here's the thing. It'd be one thing if he just said that, right? It was one thing he just said, why aren't you in a relationship, Pencil? I'd be like, I can't just manifest one of those. I need to take the steps to reach one. And I'm not dating any of my female friends because they're all my friends. So, like, no. But no, the man would, like, get on my case and then say I wasn't worthy of one. And I was like, you got one chance to take that back or else we're never going to be friends again. He took it back in that moment. And then his girlfriend broke up with him 3 months later. It was worse than breaking. She cheated on him. But regardless, that's a whole story for another time. But still, that's what this reminds me of. Why? I already have you? Oh, so you're mad at Minerva or Chrono for having their human? Yeah, you're mad at Chrono for having their human? Well, you mad that you can't... This sounds strange. You mad you can't have a baby with Jiki Shirone? Huh? Personal problem, gang. Don't hate. Let's see. Why? I already have you. Sammy, won't you try trusting others a little more? A world where humans and Magics can coexist in peace. I know you want that more than...
So why are you hating?
This is literally, and I said it back when she first said, hey, let's boom the baby. I don't get people like this. Why are y'all so adamant about getting in your own way? I never got... Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a person who gets in my own way on stupid stuff, right? Like on dumb, stupid things. Like, there's so many things I could do better or more optimally that I just don't do because I'm lazy. But I don't ever bang my own foot or cut my own nose to spite my face. I don't do that. Sometimes. But, like, I don't do that. Why are you like this? Or Sammy, why are you like this? And is your name really Sammy? What's your full name? I'm trying to think what their full name would be. And do you have to take on their form? Like, it's gotta be weird speaking to yourself. I don't know. Like, if I like had a buddy and like they just were me but slightly different, it'd be weird. And then again, I just don't like the idea of clones, like another version of me existing. I would have to box me. Let's see. Which is always funny. I always wonder what it would have been like if I had a twin. But I feel like it's different because they wouldn't be like another. They'd be another me, but not another me. I don't know. We'll see. More than anyone, try having faith, Sammy. And someday, surely someday. Don't tell me we skip. Don't tell me we skip. Don't tell me we skip. Please don't tell me we skip. Please don't tell me we skip. Please tell me you're still on the boat. Please tell me you're still on the boat. Please. Don't tell me we skip. Please. No. Okay. Let's see. Try having faith, Sammy. Then someday, surely someday. Surely someday what? I don't know, G-Cerrone. I don't think you can pop out a baby for Sammy. I don't know. I no clue how that works. But hey, Minerva. All right. You're awake. Thank goodness. Does anything hurt at all? What? I mean, maybe she knocked out because like the boat was dropped after Uro lost control. Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh. Ah. Okay. Okay. All right. So it was literally when Uro. Oh. Okay. 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 So we skipped a little, but the arc's not done. All right. All right. I was worried that they were flashbacks. So that was similar to when Ichi gets knocked out and then like he can go into his own magic circle. Okay. All right. Good. The way it was portrayed in like black bars, I was like, please don't tell me we're flashing back, or like not too far, or like don't tell me we jump too far into the future. But let's see. I need to hit a Minerva voice. Gosh, the way you jumped when that lightning blast struck was all kraboom. You fell over and bonked your head pretty bad. Okay. I love that implies that Gokuraku, but to be fair, I'm assuming Deskros was more so focused on protecting Gokuraku and Kabugi. But I like to imagine that Deskros had full capacity to like react and at least somewhat take care of Ichithewitch, but was like, "You're rude." just let her bonk her head, bro. Let's say, I was fine though. Crow caught me. You see, like notably, I'm a person who loves love. I ain't got none right now, but we working on that slowly but surely. But very specifically, I don't never really hate. When I see people love, I'm happy for it. Don't do too much in front of me. That's weird. I'm not third wheeling ever again. Did once, was horrific. We'll never do it. And I know and if I ever get tricked into almost third wheeling, I may almost block you. They almost tried to get me. They said, 6 people are coming. I get there, it was 2 of them. I wait 10 minutes. No one else shows up. I was gone. I was like, I'm not here to watch this. I don't care. I'm not doing it. But in just general cases, I love love. I love the results of love. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm happy to see Crow being protected. He just makes me. Let's see. Oh, they said you weren't injured since they cast a healing magic on you. Okay. So that's good. So that explains. Oh, interesting. She lost. Well, actually, I don't think she didn't do her full makeup when she had her travel fit. She was just normal, which is still funny to see because she still does have like the rainbow colored hair. So like, I wonder if that's dyed or if that's like a byproduct of being possessed. So like, look at this full makeup even in pajamas here. And then look at this here. Like, this is, if anything, and notably, I do like how Uzazaki-sensei does draw their facial expressions just differently enough that you can still clearly tell the difference. Like, even if you remove the different colored hair, you can tell the difference between Chiki-Shirone and Sammy. Where are Deskros and the others? In a meeting, that octopus magic could still come back. They said they were going to put together a plan. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, at this point, it depends on how high Crow can lift the boat, but like, I'm still convinced Deskros could 1v1 Kizashi. It would take forever. But, like, she could probably do it. Probably. Interesting, though. So, if he did regenerate, it's taken him a while. Or, like, he may have not fully regenerated yet. And, or he did, but noticed Uro was gone. I was like, man! I gotta wait, and then left. Let's see. They said they were going to put together a plan. Are you going to join them? I mean, they could probably use your expertise. You can literally see the future. Let's see. Planning, huh? She's just like, but good. I'm glad. Like, admittedly, now that I do believe the 3-day knockout period is specifically Uro's that's just Uro being mean, right? Like, there's no other reason why. It's just Uro being a meanie stupid head, right? That's why Ichi knocks out for 3 days because Ichi's just clinging onto a tail, and then when Uro throws him off after using one magic use or ultra implication magic use, then Ichi's knocked out. I think that's just a byproduct, but. that does still bring me hope for this boy, hopefully getting that down. Because removing our main character for an extended period of time, I'm fine with it. God of High School did it. Peak story. But, I don't know. I feel like there's a really big nerf that will probably be bypassed soon enough. Let's see. Not soon enough, though. I feel like Ichi the Witch is in super early stages. Let's see. Planning, huh? I'm asleep. Nope, I'm a spectator. None of this is my business. I'm just here to observe. But then, how are you going to observe if you're asleep? What? What? Like, I don't know. I have dreams when I sleep, but I don't observe anything. Let's see. Oh. I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have... What? No, okay. See, nah. See, but I disagree. I disagree because, like... I mean... Shoutouts to Minerva, but, like... I'm not apologizing. Like, I can't admit... Well, once again... As my homeboy once said, where's your girlfriend at, pencil? Not existent. But... if someone told my wife she should get rid of the baby... unprompted...
Man, she wouldn't even have to move.
I would... I have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Insert whatever you think that means in the context of me following up someone insulting my wife for being pregnant with my child.
With our child. Forget it, because really, I don't do much. I just sit here and guard.
Just know I have it on me. And I keep it on me at all times. I have it on me. And I keep it on me at all times. But Minerva's better than me. She's better than me. She doesn't believe in violence, I'm guessing. Let's see. I shouldn't have slapped you. Violence is bad, period. No matter the reason, I shouldn't have done what I did. Minerva, how did you get here? I'm still wondering about that. Minerva, how did you get here? Were you a witch, Minerva? I have so many questions about you still. But, I mean, like, she's right. I do believe violence is bad. Like, if there was a world of no violence, I think that'd be a good thing. But I think sometimes, but like, I suppose you could argue in that situation it's not. But there are many times where violence is. Like, look at history. The only times we've made major, like, massive leaps of progress or gargantuan big leaps of progress is because of violence. In one way, shape, or form. But violence. Like, violence is so intertwined. Violence is intertwined to life. You cannot live without taking somebody else's life. Shock horror. Violence is everything. But, obviously, there are levels of violence. And, like, violence against other sentient beings and stuff like that. I also agree is, like, a no-no. But let's see. And I would never do it. Under normal circumstances. Non-normal circumstances. Let's see. I shouldn't have done what I did. I really, really regret it. It's not great for my baby either, I'm sure. Aww. That is true. I mean, like... my wife's gonna be sick of me. Like, the second... if I'm ever lucky enough to have a wife, and she tells me, I'm pregnant. So you want to take off of work for, like, 9 months? I'm dead, like... But then again, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna... Regardless, I'm gonna be extra paranoid. Don't do anything. I don't do it. Like, notably, I'm already a full-grown man. So, I clean, I cook, I do my own laundry, I'm fully functional on my own, autonomously. But even more, I'd be like, what do you want? How do you want it? Where do you want it? When? Is it 4 in the morning and I have work in 2 hours? It doesn't matter. But you really are going to go through with it, huh? Just so you know, I'm not going to apologize. But see, like, I'm like, why? Why? I mean, like, obviously, she's probably gonna come around, but, like, why? I don't, like... Especially since you want this. Why? I just don't get it. Let's see. I mean, it's not like I said anything wrong. This isn't some simple issue. A little love is going to fix. Who knows? That kid may not even be able to talk to you. What if it turns out to be a vicious monster? It could attack you and everyone around you. Its father is still there. And plus, it's gonna be a baby! Admittedly, we don't know how... Like, once again, Magics do manifest, but so far, we've seen baby Magics. Literally... Well, to be fair, she doesn't know that. But, like, I'm not sure how the prophecy Magic spawned in. But, like... At least from the 2K... I mean, I guess Inazuri. Inazuri spawned in full size. We didn't see it to see Urashi spawning in. We didn't get to see Origuma spawning in. But we at least have 2 separate cases of pretty powerful Magics, mind you, spawning in as, like, babies. Or, like, just really tiny. Think of the Bakugami. It was the little baby tapir thing. Even Kizashi, one of the most powerful Magics we've seen. Pretty much, like, top 5. Like what? The only more powerful one is like maybe Duskuros is like Iskandar, like the one with the like that's probably it. But like both Kizashi and Makugami were babies. Pretty powerful babies, presumably, but babies. So like, I don't know. I wouldn't be so worried, especially because unless it's gonna be confirmed that Crow is really gonna rose quartz himself, except he's not pregnant, his wife is pregnant, but then like all the essences of him is gonna go into his baby. Like unless that's gonna happen. The Chrono's there. Even if he's weakened, it's gonna be a baby. It could attack you and everyone around you. It could, but it could also be a baby. Let's see. Oh. Well, I suppose she says this because she can see the concern from Jikishore. I knew it. Deep down, you really are nice. But why? What is it with these? And now these like Rosebank and this and Minerva do not look at all alike. But for some reason, the southern drawl slips into it. I was like, I knew it. Deep down, you really are nice. Huh? You're right. When my baby is born, and there's no guarantee any of us will have a peaceful life. But they can't suffer if they aren't born. You're trying to warn me because you don't want them to be unhappy. Right? I mean, and that's an even more... I'm not going too deep into it. I feel like I've already gone too deep into like, hey, pregnant? Like, I highly doubt you clicked on an Ichi the Witch review and were like, interspecies alien baby discussion? What? Like, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't come for that. But there are levels and levels and levels to it. And I do think there are. We're not going too deep into it. We're not. This is not the time or the place. Let's see. Right? No. You tried too hard to look on the bright side. See, she's running. Now you're coping. See, look, Minerva is better than me because I just read the negative. I suppose I am a more simpler, like, kind of mindset guy where I'm like, if you're going to present negativity, I'm not going to try and look too deep into it. I'm kind of lazy in that sense. Let's see. Crow, too. He's scared of letting me have this baby. He still doesn't really understand what babies are. And if one was somehow putting me in danger, he said he'd turn back my time and make it so the baby had never been conceived. Ah, okay. Interesting. But Chrono, this is why you wear protection, dog. No, see, this universe is way too advanced. They got light bulbs and stuff. This is why you wear protection, dog. Like, if you were really that worried about it. But I suppose if you have literal control over time, that is the best protection you got. But I still do understand the general fears, right? Like, this isn't humans with other humans or Magics with other Magic. Then again, Magic breeding is still like, we don't know if that's a thing. But still, isn't that? It is like possibly the first, or at least first one that we know of like intersentient species breeding when even the, like, a Magic from, outside of the fact that they all have trials and they're all magical beings, Magics themselves are different from instance to instance to instance. So far, we haven't seen two. I'm trying to make sure I don't get something, but we haven't seen two of the same types. Like, for example, if Hitsugi fell in love with Ding Dong, yes, Ding Dong, the elephant bell thing, how are they having a baby? What are the similarities those two share? One's an elephant bell, the other's a Leo campus. What is Hitsugi getting pregnant? Like, I have no idea. Like, that's the thing. I don't know how they... So it is, like, really unprecedented. But once again, call it the scientist in me, I'd be like, how unprecedented. Have the baby. I kind of want to find out. Let's see. Boy, that sure turned into a disaster. That really was our first big argument. Oh, darn. But wait, Minerva, how did you get here? But I also understand, like, once you, like, at least from the people I know who became, like parents, and specifically mothers, right? Like, in this context, mothers. It is, like, a very strong reaction. I still remember, like, I've mentioned this cousin before. The first time she told me she was pregnant with one of my little baby cousins, I was like, okay. How do you feel about that? And she's like, ecstatic. And I was like, oh, great. Like, she had said it in, like, such a flat, like, she had just, we were hanging out, we were talking, and then she said, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. And I was like, why did like, I know her husband, bro. I was like, why did you drop it on me like that? She's like, oh, yeah. I'm just like, she was like, but she had already had, like, the happy freak out with her husband. I was like, she's just like, oh, I'm just telling people now. And you're like, you're one of the people I told. I'm like, oh, okay. It was a strange moment for me, though. But I do get it. It comes with a lot of complex emotions and feelings that, luckily enough, at least lucky enough for me, I never have to go through. I can't get pregnant. Thankfully. Sweet there. I'm scared. I haven't even done one of those like fake false like pregnancy things or like one of those simulator. I don't ever want to. Y'all got it. I'm good. Let's see. I cried and screamed and threw stuff. That was the only time I'd seen Crow with a big goose egg on his head too. That's probably a metaphor for something that I just don't get. Let's see. Why? What makes you want to go that far? Because Crow gave me happiness. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Are we actually going to get how you got here, Better? I'm still interested in that. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I didn't have any family or anyone to love me growing up. Now that I have a hubby and a baby, I want to shower them with all my love. Aw, so she was an orphan. Or even possibly worse. But still, how did you get here? How did you meet Crow? I need that backstory. I mean, it's fine. Oh, wait, let me see. I'm going to... Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, he can do that? Okay. But I'm going to die long, long before Crow ever will. He offered to stop my time so I wouldn't age, but surely that can't last. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? What do you mean, but surely that can't last? Why not give it a shot? Why not ball? I don't know. I'd be like... Because, like, the thing is, I wouldn't ever want to be immortal by myself. Like, that'd suck. But, like, if there were other immortals around, heck, the love of my life, possibly immortal life, man, shoot, go ahead. I'm doing it. Be weird, though, once again. Like, the series I'm writing as immortals, and I've, like, bounced back and forth on how I want to handle them having kids. Because I'm like, it's not like like, notably, they are immortal, and they can choose when they stop aging, right? Like, so they in universe, they're literally gonna have a discussion like, hey, when do you plan to stop aging? And their other immortal friends are gonna be like, I'm like gonna stop once I'm pretty confident I'm in my physical prime, and then just work on that physical form from there. So like, they would never like leave the time to have kids. So like, would there just be like one kid who was born in this century and then another kid who was born like 12 centuries later, and they just like keep starting new family? Like, I don't know. It is a complicated thing to think about, but like, I don't know. I'd try it. Why not? Let's see. But surely that can't last forever. I want to give him a little beam of sunlight so that he isn't lonely, even after I'm... What if the baby dies? What if the baby... Whatever, what if the baby dies? Like, we don't know. That's the thing. Until the baby's had, you don't know if that thing's going to be immortal. I say that thing that sounds mean. You don't know if the baby's going to be immortal. It's going to only be half mount. Maybe it's going to have a super extended lifespan. Maybe. But, like, you don't know how long it's going to last. Until you have it. Which is... I guess that's why she's willing to have it in the first place. But shoot, I'd stop time and have the baby. Well... have the baby, then stop my time. Let's see how that works. Let's see. When our child grows up, maybe they'll have children. I mean, it'd be cool to have like a whole family of time stoppers, like time regulars. And then maybe their children will have children. Oh, so she's like imagining a whole family tree. Let's see. Until Crow has a big, loving family to keep him company. Is it wrong for me, or is it wrong of me to dream that kind of future? No. Man, it is funny though. Like, or not funny, it's actually a little sad. But like, how do y'all deal with mortality? Like, I don't know. Like, notably, I'm old, but I'm not that old. Like, technically, biologically, I still have a bunch of time left, like life expectancy built in. Like, I've thought about it a lot. Like, I don't know. It was younger me who had his first like existential crisis of like, oh word, I'm cooked eventually. But like, I don't know. Now I kind of just live with it. And I'm like, we ball. which admittedly, this is the best mindset to have at all times. But I don't know. In my head, I've just been yelling "we ball," and like that's why I try to enjoy life. That's why I try to do what I love. I try to do anything that makes me happy. Because ultimately, I know like one day I won't. And notably, the long like life expectancy is just that, an average. Who knows what can happen to me? I could perish. I always say like right now, but like you probably wouldn't be watching the video. I hope you're watching the video. But like I could perish right now, or 5 minutes from now, or when I go to sleep. Like I could just go to sleep one day and not wake up. It's happened. The people I knew personally, they were nowhere near the end of their supposed lifespan either. But even still, it is a weird thing, and something that kind of everyone has to deal with individually. Like, sure, there are different ways and methods, and like things that people can believe in that will like give them a more uniform idea of their mortality and like what they're supposed to do with it. But even still, it's like it's a thing that every living thing has to go through, especially sentient living things or things with the capacity for higher levels of rational thought, like humans. I kind of have to think about that. Yeah, one day we're just gonna die. No matter how hard you fight it, you can live real long. There are people who lived well over 100, still died. So like, it's rough. Let's see. Is it wrong of me to dream of that kind of future? I want Crow to be happy, For as long as I can possibly make him. Aw. That's sweet. Going to labor right now! Yo, watch Kizashi be actually necessary to deliver the baby, though. How crazy would that be? How crazy would it be if Kizashi was the key to delivering the baby safely? Like, something about his gamma water is, like, perfect for a human Magic hybrid to be born in. Let's see. For as long as I can possibly make him. This child is my wish-given form. Aww. Aww. Yeah, Jiki Shirone. Yeah, Jiki Shirone. Huh? You still not gonna apologize? You still not gonna support it? Still want to get rid of the baby? Let's see. Let's have faith, Sammy. It could be hard. It could really hurt. But even as different as we are, I'm sure that together we can nurture a future full of happiness. Aww. And once again, it's the same. Like, I highly doubt Jiki Shirone's physical form has stopped aging, even with the prophecy monk possessing it, right? They have dominion over time, but, like, in the foretelling sense, not in, like, the actual literal sense like Chrono does. So, like, ultimately, even Jiki Shirone will eventually age and die. Sammy will lose Jiki Shirone eventually. And that's once again one of the biggest struggles of being immortal, and one of the reasons why I wouldn't want it if I was the only immortal. Man, it would suck to get connected to people and just watch them age and die. Heck, it sucks watching people age and die when you will age and die. Now imagine having to do that forever. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. And obviously, like, real immortality, like, you can't die no matter what. Like, you're not even, like, tied to anything. You would sit there and watch the universe die. Or at least, like, the sun would consume the earth. And you gotta just be floating there for a while till the sun goes out, and then you just be floating there forever until the universe collapses in on itself. And even then, you'd probably still be there. So, you better hope that they crunch the thing, or else you're still cooked. Just sitting there in void forever. Probably, you have gone insane long before you'd actually have to worry about that, but still. Oh, okay. Please don't smack her belly, please don't smack her belly, please don't smack her belly. Jiki Shirone, don't let the intrusive thoughts win. Or, probably, Sammy, don't let those intrusive thoughts win, don't smack her belly. Nurturing happiness is Jiki, right? Oh, wait, no. I read that completely wrong. Nurturing happiness is Jiki, right? Could this baby really be? Aw. In a million. And speaking of that very same cousin who I think of as an older sister, she was very early into her pregnancy when she just dropped it on me. That was her first child. But I was present in, like, the later stages of her second pregnancy. And she quickly got annoyed with my presence. She's like, I'm okay, Pencil. You can leave me alone. I'm like, no. I was like visiting her for like a week, and I just hovered around her, which was bad because it was like me and her husband both. He would be, like, whenever he was at work, it was just me. I'd just be like sitting next to her. I'd be doing everything for her. And then, like, when the husband came back, it was the both of us. Like, he would sit at her right, I'd just be at her feet on the floor and be like, you good? Are we good? So it is, there is something, like, I don't know, protective instincts go crazy. And there's always this, like, I still remember, like, admittedly it wasn't her. Like, I'd been around pregnant women before, alright? But it was when I was younger. I was like, I did put my hand on the pregnant belly. It was straight. It was strange. I was like, there's a person in there? Just considering that was like my first time realizing, oh, like there's a bit, like, because obviously I think it was like, what? It must have been like 7 or 8. I did not know where babies came from. And then one of my, I think it must have been one of my aunties, or maybe another one. No, it couldn't have been one of my, it would have been one of my aunties. So, oh, Pencil, come listen to the baby. And I was like, oh, okay. And I listened. I was like, wait. I think I literally put my head on her belly, and I was like, wait, what do you mean, baby? Like, in you? That's where I was. Like, I was so confused. What's it? Ba-dum, ba-dum. Aw, you can use a heartbeat or baby kicking. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I guess he's not gone. That's kind of okay. Shiruzasashi Sensei, Osamu Nishi Sensei, thanks for stabbing me directly in my soul. Definitely need that in the middle of my recording session. Cool. Right in her darn. It looks like Hisashi won. How many lives does he have? And that's smart, though, to obscure how many lives he had left. But yeah, obviously Uro wasn't able to finish him. Alright. Well, he came here off a false prophecy, but here you are for a real one. Let's see. What's that? Uh-oh. But you know what? Now she's on board. Okay, good. Oh gosh, are you okay? You touched my tummy and keeled right over. Oh, jeez, you're covered in sweat. Should I get Duskuros? I think I should. She books it. But yeah, I get it. Now that you're invested, see, now you get it, Yushirote. That's all it takes. Be one pregnant woman, suddenly all protective instincts go off. Obviously, that's not the case, but like, you understand it. And obviously, you can see the future. Let's see. Yushirote? They should tell, like, this arc should end with her telling them her real name. Like, Sammy should definitely, like, inform them that their name is Sammy, or whatever their full, like, proper name is. I'm still assuming Sammy is a nickname. Let's see. Uh-oh. Crow and Duskuros are like, we're cooking right now. What you want? Let's see. What's the plan? I'm helping too. Ah! Banger chapter. Banger, man, banger. Bangers, no mash. Bangers, no. I think I did that as a password before, so I literally can't say bangers, no mash. But bangers, no mash. If you may have always seen this video, like, do I need to go over why the chapter speak? Why the chapter? Man, it sure doesn't stop cooking. And once again, it did cut away a bit from Kizashi and stuff like that. It did give us a little bit of a jump, but I'm fine with that. I'm assuming Duskuros caught Ichi off screen. We didn't need to see that. Or Gokuraku caught him. Whatever. It's fine. Assumingly the boat landed. We didn't get to see that scene, but still, it's fine. If we had to get a whole chapter dedicated to Yushirote, fantastic. Or Sammy. Good. They're an interesting character. Once again, Ichi the Witch, Osamu Nishi-sensei, refuses to miss with any of their characters. Refuses. It's like an act. It's like you want me to fumble? In my manga, and they just refuse to. So, it's cinema. If you made it all the way through this video, please do me a favor and leave Baby Fever. I don't think I've done that one. There is the guy who leaves all the passwords at the end of all the videos, so I'm gonna have to double check. But leave Baby Fever in the comment section, down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out. Wait, let me slow down. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any videos that come to the channel, because the sub box just like doesn't work. I don't know, it doesn't seem to. But also, I do have a picture down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month to get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. So now become a member of the channel for wait, sorry, I see. This is I'm trying to speed up and slow down. So now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks include live reactions to every other series I have to review, ad variations of all my videos, early access to all my videos, and your name at the end of literally every single video. $3 members and anybody up in any of the higher tiers, of course, get their name read aloud at the end of every single video I produce. But on top of that, you just want to drop 5 beans for a short video or 25 beans for a long video. You can do that by dropping 25 or 5 beans to the Ko-Fi in the description down below. But regardless, I want to thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off. I'd like to thank you to our Sketch Tier members: Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Giyomi, Pura Ura, Enzo, Swift Strike, Superflame Zero, Yuki Ally, Azo2404, Striker Man, Grim, Straw, Ollie, The Boy, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Magic, CCC, Official Popeyes, Ramondo Furen, Cray Panem, Sarah Fiel, Dino, Axis XE, Plant Crone, Pickle, Heath Nelson, Hector Gonzalez, Peace Sub, Black Sage, Zapro, Tim Thomas, and Alex Kenny. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: A+A, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, and Midnight Lord 21. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our Ink tier members: King RTX and Shrimpo the 4th Shrimp 06. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a final thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Wacky Munoz and Wacky Munoz.